Hello, my friends. Hello, one and all. Good afternoon, good evening, good morning, and good whatever to all of you joining us anywhere in the world you are. And we have folks here that are spanning at least 7 time zones and potentially more. I want to welcome you today to what is going to be an incredible kickoff to a brand new series called The Garden of Tomorrow, which is a peek into a world of higher consciousness, into that Age of Aquarius they were singing about back in the 60s. But we're going to bring it to life. And we're going to talk about how do you shine a light into the darkness in the world that we're in and birth a world that eventually has more light than darkness. And each week we're going to be talking to somebody who's doing that right now. And today I'm so honored to have my friend Salim Awad with us today. Salim is coming to us from Lebanon. And this man is shining a light into all the darkness swirling around, into a people that have been through so much, but he is going to be one of the people who leads them through. So, Salim, welcome, my friend.
Thank you, Geoff. Thank you. I really appreciate your kind word and everything you are doing. We have been a long time in LinkedIn connected, and this is a great moment that we are talking live.
It really is. This is really exciting. So Salim and I connected about 5 years ago. It was during the pandemic, if I recall. And you guys remember the pandemic. I mean, forget it. But this guy right here, let me tell you, you want to talk about shining a light into a dark space. Everybody was talking about this is the end of the world and I got my mask and this and that. Salim was out here posting every single day about stay strong, stay positive, keep your faith. A better day is coming. Salim, that was a message that I needed in 2020. It was a message everybody needed. So thank you. And I appreciate you still doing that today.
Thank you, my friend. Yes, it was a really hard time. I was planning for launching my book, my first book on Amazon. And I was planning everything because we have more than 25 till today, more than 25 years of working in community, in small community, and working in churches. So I put it all the positive energy in one book called Master Your Best. So doing your best and forget all the rest, and trust God, and everything will be okay. And the phase that we've passed in Lebanon, the revolution and everything, it postponed, and I had that struggle to post my book online on Amazon or to stop it or not do it. But after 2 or 3 months from the revolution, I got all my power and I finally did it. And after one day, the corona hit us and everyone was sitting at home and the world was going in a lockdown. So I didn't found anything for me and for my kids and for my family and for my country and community except the positive word, the real vision of a world without greed, a world with love, a world where every person can do a small change in his family or in his country or in his small community. This is the message. You can do it in your own community. This is what we are doing for more than 25 years now. Not only me and my friends and everyone I know it. We are saying Lebanon and hopefully humanity will never die, because when we have love in our heart we can fight everything, even corona. We pass it, and I think these struggles worldwide will be passed soon. And because we have a people like Geoff doing great things and trying to spread this message of peace and love, I think we can do it again, all of us.
Well, it takes first of all, thank you. Thank you. That's it's a very, very, very kind.
I believe in this. I believe in this, Geoff.
I know you do, brother. And I see it. I see it in you every day. And, there are people all over the world who have this in their heart and they're trying to share it every day. I'm the most impressed by people who do it in parts of the world where it seems the most difficult, where if you are a dreamer and you say, you know what, I know something better is coming. I feel this in my heart. People look at you. You're like, what are you, nuts? You crazy? What? Look around you.
Yes,
Are you
yes.
kidding me?
And this has happened to me. And yes, and this has happened to us. And now we are writing our second book, and we hope soon, in a year or less than a year, we will publish it. And also, it is about the same target and the same message, but in another vision. I hope people will like it again.
Man, I love that. And speaking of visions, what I want to do is give people a visual who are watching back home. So this is the beautiful land that Salim comes from. And I want to keep this running in the
Yes.
background through the live stream so you can get a taste of what this land truly is. Don't worry, I'm not going to ask you to narrate it and tell us where we're going here, there, and everywhere. But friends, there's something that, in full disclosure, I am a student of history, particularly Middle Eastern history. Studied it in college. I love this stuff. I'm a junkie for this stuff. I'm probably going to get canceled for saying junkie, whatever. But I have a deep love for the history of this region. And particularly when you look at this land, this is an ancient land. These were the ancient Phoenicians, the first seafaring empire the world has ever known. One of the first ever people who were the merchants. So tell us all about it, Salim. Tell us about your inheritance, my friend.
Yes, this is a land of God. I really mean it. It's a land of God, and God passed into Lebanon in several places. And when I mean God, I mean the God of love. I mean the God of word. I mean the God who's love everyone and want everyone to live in peace. Our country is a peaceful country. The people here, the old people here, uh, take everyone came to us, even if it's a stranger, and make a breakfast or a dinner for him. It's a great country. It's a country that we are sad because we are seeing war on it, and we are sad because we are seeing people dying on it. Lebanon is not made to be died, or is not made where people are fighting. Lebanon is made for people to came and see this amazing place. When you can say, "Oh God, what a place!" And I think it's not the only place in the earth where we can find the beauty of God. It's a place where we can find peace, and we can find love, and we can see it in the people. We can talk to the small person on the road, and we feel the love he have in his heart. Not the love for only the country, the love for the people, for the stranger, for the people coming to visit us, for even the people coming sometimes to fight with us. Lebanon is a great place. I advise everyone to visit one day when there's peace all over the world. I'm a dreamer. Yes, I have a dream of a better world, a world where there's no greed and there is only peace and love.
I love that, brother. I have many dreams myself, and the one dream I have, it may never happen in my lifetime, but that's okay. It's for the Mets to win a damn World Series again. But if that doesn't happen, what are you gonna do? I love
That's
your
a good
dream.
dream.
gotta shoot big, man. You gotta aim for the
Yes.
sky, right?
Yes, exactly. Always look to the sky.
Absolutely. Let me ask you something. So you look at this country, and first of all, it's never what people think, right? It's people have this idea. They think the Middle East, they think it must look like Saudi Arabia, it must look like Iraq, it
Mm,
looks like a desert, and it's
But
nothing like
but Iraq and Saudi Arabia were good. No war.
that.
Everyone was living in peace. Sometimes this war maybe happened to live in a better place, to live in a better world. The Middle East, and I believe not only the Middle East, the whole world, the humanity is a good place. In the 60s, John Lennon one has have a dream, and he sung Imagine, and I really love this song. Imagine there's no people, and every word in this song mean a lot to me. But the only point that I need to highlight it is like Lebanon is like heaven on earth. Lebanon is like heaven on earth, and each piece of it is a very valuable piece for the history and for everything. Because you are studying history, the history of this country, the Phoenician, the phoenix bird. So Lebanon is a part of the history. We cannot delete it or even copy it. Lebanon is the only place, a small place, but it's great in the people and in the heart of all the world.
That's a beautiful vision. And I really believe that the land and the people, they carry the energy of their ancestors, they carry the energy of their history inside their cells, inside their DNA. And even though they can be dormant, they can be sleeping for thousands of years, something can happen to wake it up. And I believe there's a spirit right now that's awakening right now. Let me ask you something, Salim. Tell me about somebody who you know. This is either somebody who you work with or somebody in your family or somebody in your village or anybody who you would say, you know what, if that person were in charge, this would be the most amazing place ever. Who is that person for you?
You know, I believe in someone died, and this person who's died has a great vision for the community that we are living in it. And everything we draw it since 2000, we did it, and we have a great place, a great family. Even we are not all brothers and sisters, but we live like all we are one, brothers and sisters. I'm a believer, so I believe Jesus Christ says to us, "You are all brothers and sisters. Even the strangers, you should accept them and love them. Even your enemy, you should pray for them." And I think the person who will change everything is the person who carried Jesus in his heart. And this person will make not only from Lebanon a heaven, will make the world a heaven, and we can live all in peace. And this person existed one time.
No, so the person who is walking the earth today, the person who carries the spirit, the person who says, I am going to shine the light everywhere I go. I'm going to carry that spirit of grace. I'm going to carry that spirit of love. I'm going to carry that spirit of mercy. Are there people like this that you see in your village every day?
Yes, yes, and we are seeing them, and each one of them is doing a little bit of an effort in their families. So my writing and my book, me and my family always focus on the small person that he made a change into his family. Start with your family, start with your close community, the small ones that's living in under the same roof, and then you can change the world, because the world is not changing in a miracle. The miracle happen every day. We go to sleep at night, we don't know if we will go wake up in the morning. When we wake up, it's the miracle, it's a new day, we can change everything. And this is my belief. Every day it's a chance to make a better future for us, for our kids, for the people around us, for the people in our community, for the people in Lebanon. Unfortunately, politicians are focusing in one direction. They don't see it 360 degrees. Economics also focus in one direction. They are not seeing 360 degrees. The person who will lead this world to a better place should accept that we have more than one point of view, and each point of view is centralized towards the humanity and the love. If we have this vision, no matter where we are, no matter where we live, no matter what we do, the world will be a better place.
Absolutely. And, you know, one thing that always gives me a lot of great hope for your country is that if you look at all the different communities in the country, there's examples of each of those communities living very peacefully and very prosperously elsewhere. If you look at the Greek Orthodox community, you look at them in Cyprus and in Greece. And then if you look at the Shia in Azerbaijan, and then you look at the Sunnis in the UAE, and everybody has a path to a beautiful expression. And I believe one day, Lebanon, it will all come together. How do you see that happening?
It will not happen until we accept each other. It's impossible to happen if we're still fighting. It will not, if I will not accept the Shiites, or I will not accept the Muslim, or I will not accept the Catholics, it's a problem. I should accept everyone. Maybe I will not agree with their point of view. Maybe I will not have the same belief, but I will accept him as a brother for me, as a brother in a humanity. And this is the key. When we start seeing each other's in the eye of God, we will change everything.
I feel that in my heart, man. And I really mean that when I say that. When you speak this, and I know Mary's here with us in the comments. Mary knows, she gets it. She feels the energy of you. It's sometimes, Salim, you know how this works, brother. When people speak, you can feel what they're saying. When you're not, you can hear it, but you can feel it. And it's much stronger when you can feel it, because you know there's energy in the words. And from you, my friend, I feel the energy in the words, and the energy is genuine. It's legitimate. You believe this. You're not just saying this. I
Yes,
feel
I really believe it. And when I not believe it, I cannot sleep and I cannot have a clear mind and I cannot do my job in a good manner. I did a lots of businesses and I lose some and I didn't. I'm not a winner all the time. And a lots of problems came to Lebanon and broken sevens or eight dreams that I had, and the last one was closing a business that I worked for 13 years, and it was done during revolution. And I woke up again, and I will stand up, and I started another idea, and I did another project. So life will continue. We get down. We take a maybe box or something like this in our face sometimes, and sometimes we have blood going out from us, but will not die, and our spirit will never die. Today called Salim, tomorrow called another name. The spirit of God will never leave this earth because humanity will always be the only thing that will save this earth.
absolutely. And I also, when I see what's coming for your country, I think about other parts of the world that have experienced things that if you had said to somebody, 500 years ago, one day in Europe, a Catholic will marry a Protestant and nobody will care, nobody will bat an eyelash. The only argument will be who's coming
They
to the
will not
wedding,
believe
how
it.
many people, how much money, how much booze. That's all they're going to argue about. If you said this 500 years ago, they would have laughed at you. They would have said you're crazy. There's no chance. What are you nuts? Come on. And if you would have said to somebody in 1960 that Singapore would be one of the wealthiest places on earth, they would have looked
They
at
will
you
not
like you were
believe it.
pinheads. I
Yes.
mean, imagine saying
This,
this also
this
about
is the
Dubai
power.
in 1960.
Yeah. This is the power of love. This is the power of vision. This is the power of working, as we said. We work as we said. Everyone in their religions have love, not fighting. The God is a God of love. Even the Far East have love. So when we work as if love moving us, as if love is saying to us, do good to the people around you, I think the world will be a better place. And this is what we are trying to spread it in Lebanon. But believe me, in this social media world, it is hard a little bit because people love to smile, love to get entertainment. So it's a little bit hard. And a person like me, far from in social media, I'm I'm new at all the social media platform. I did only worked on LinkedIn previously. I think the social media is a great weapon to spread these messages, but it's a little bit hard in facing all these trends that's working around us.
It's tough because the social media companies, they have the incentive to spread the thing that's going to make you the most angry, the most upset, the most hateful, and the more you amplify that, the more likes you get, the more clicks you get. So all the people who want to aggravate everything are going to rise and rise and rise. But all it takes is someone like you to hold a presence and not to yell and not to scream and not to have hashtags and you need to hate them, but just to be a presence and an example and to not talk about the light, but to be the light. And you're doing that every
Exactly.
day, brother, every day.
Yes, and the problem will be if you speak about the love, the light and love, and you are not having this in your heart, this will appear, and this is will be very clear in your eyes and in your voice and in your actions. So you cannot fake it. These things, it cannot be faked. That's the part, that's the beauty of love, that's the beauty of God. God cannot be faked, it cannot be artificial, it should be real, it should be from the heart to the heart. Geoff, when we first talked together, it was like creating a new network, like creating a new connection. And the technology now is making us closer and closer. So this is the point. I believe that the world is going to be a small place where everyone can share their vision and their mission. to a better world, not to a world where we are afraid from getting war.
Absolutely. I look at it like the stain on the white dress. You know, the white dress is a beautiful thing. It really is. It's the craft is incredible, and it's clean and it's flowing and the material is great. But you have the one stain, and everybody looks at the stain and they say, look how disgusting the dress is. This is the worst dress I've ever seen. This dress should be burned, but they're not looking at the rest of the dress, which is beautiful. And I believe that that's the case in your country. I believe that's the case in everywhere in the world.
Yes, yes, and it will continue. Today it's called Lebanon. After maybe 200 or let's say 40 or 50 years from now, it will be called another country. The devil will still working on the earth. The evil will go bigger and bigger. But believe me, if there's people like you and us, the world will always be a better place. The world will be always a shining place. The world is not made for devil or even evil. The world is made a place for God and the people who love God.
The light always shines the brightest in the dark night, you know, and they always say, one of my favorite sayings is that it is darkest before the dawn. And I believe that's true almost everywhere in the world. And if you look at some places, you know, so some people look at me and they say, you're just nuts, man. You're dreaming and you're living in a fantasy world. They said, I said, to me, the crazy thing is not to dream, because the entire world is a dream. The entire world is a dream. Everything, our language, this technology. Could you imagine somebody 100 years ago saying, I'd be having a conversation with a guy in Lebanon right now in real time, not waiting 3 weeks for a letter to get to him, but I'm talking to him right now live. And there are people in other parts of the world who are interacting with this conversation on a little machine. I mean,
Yes.
my brain would explode.
Yes, yes. And this is today. What you say after 20 or 30 years. Let's go back 5 years. We don't know if Corona will finish or not. We didn't know if we will go alive from Corona or not. So the world is a dream, and it should be a good dream, not a nightmare.
It's in our power to do it. So I'm curious, have you always had this point of view, or did something happen in your life to bring you? Because I could tell you, I've not always been this way. I used to be very cynical. I was living in that darkness, brother. I was in a place of, I would laugh at the people who talk like this. I would say, you're crazy, you're dreamers, you're nuts. Don't bother me with this crap. But something changed in my life. I'm curious, did something change
I
with you?
have a problem with the.
I'm sorry, you broke up. Say it again, my friend.
Yes, I got a problem with the voice. I cannot hear you well. The connection in Lebanon is not very good.
We may have a connection problem. Right? See, this is what happened, man. I put a jinx on it. I started talking about how great technology is. And as soon as I said it, let this be a lesson to all of you watching back home. Never call in the evil eye, because the evil eye will show up. It will show up right on time, and it will say, listen, you're not keeping me out of the conversation. You're not sidelining me. You're not hip checking me into the boards. You're not doing any of that. We've lost my friend Salim, but we'll never lose his spirit. He will live on in our hearts, in our imagination, and hopefully in the flesh. I mean, he didn't die. He just lost connection. That's not always fun. But I want to thank all of you for watching live. Mary, all the rest of you, nothing but love. Everybody on Team Replay, my deepest, deepest appreciation for you, because I mean this, folks. A better world is coming. Truly, better world has already come from what we were in for eons and epochs. And another word beginning with E. These things go in threes. I like alliteration. You come up with one. An even more beautiful world is coming. We are moving from the Piscean age to the Aquarian age, and it is going to be amazing. So stick around for it. It's going to be pretty awesome. And people like Salim are the reason we're going to get there. He's in a place right now that is just utterly, utterly crushed by suffering and 40 years of darkness, just like the Mets. But he is going to be the reason they come out of it. And that light will spread around the world. Beautiful things are coming, my friend. Spread that light wherever you are today. Better world because of you.